Gala token price check, last expedition Twitter launch, get plucked, Vox NFTs, my thoughts on the future of Materium, and some massive news for Nike NFTs in the mainstream. What's going on, Gala fam? You're here chilling with the real Satoshi Aoki. Thanks again for joining us for the weekly episode of Gala news and updates. On this channel, we bring you the need-to-know updates for Gala games and a little bit of the overall blockchain gaming space as well. With all of that said, folks, please always do your own research before investing, because these videos are not financial advice and I'm not your financial advisor. Looking at the Gala price, sitting at rank 74, down 5.1% for the last 24 hours, sitting at 0.022314443 cents. Now, of course, we have had the recent SEC news over the last couple of weeks with Gary Gensler taking a massive big dip at Binance and Coinbase. Now, also do remember, guys, Gary Gensler, he's just the front man, okay? So the United States government are big players arguably behind this as well. So the SEC is a whole corporation. You need to have some basic understanding that it is not just one man to blame, okay? So you need to get a bit more holistic perspective of what is going on. But as a result, Bitcoin, Ethereum, big market cap coins are suffering, which then leads to altcoins just absolutely getting slammed. Gala, unfortunately, has been one of those ones as well. Hasn't been too bad in comparison to some other ones like Solana and Matic, for example. And actually, we're up 5.1% for the last 24. And to be quite honest, even for the last 30 day, only down 24.8, 2 week down 25.4, and for the last 7 day, up 15.5, and for the last 1 hour, up 1.0. And taking a look at the 30-day candlesticks here, on Wednesday, the 17th of May, a high was actually made just shy of 0.035 cents before really and simply just a lot of sort of downwards, gradual downwards consolidation before we had a massive drop off to Tuesday, the 6th of June, where we met a low of 0.026222128 cents. And then starting on Saturday, the 10th of June, around 8 a.m. and wrapping up around the 10th of June at 4 p.m, we actually hit a low of 0.020391158 cents before this steady climb here upwards. So who knows what this is all about? Maybe some accumulation down the bottom. Hasn't really been a lot of positive news coming out. I do think that we're probably going to see a bit more consolidation at these levels. We may break up to meet these levels again here, where we had a high on Saturday 10th of that sort of 2564916 range, but it's hard to say. Alice just touched down on Aura. Is the rest of the Gala Games family coming along? So go ahead and share your love for the new Last Expedition Twitter here, guys. Just some quick words here. You know I've spoken about Last Expedition a few times on the channel. Looks like an absolutely fantastic game, right up my alley. You got some PvP, you got some PvE, you got aliens, AI, survival mechanics in there, dropping in on an alien world with spaceships. Really looks like a fun and awesome game. Only downside is it doesn't look like there's going to be kind of like a public playtest anytime soon, but I just hope that we don't actually have to buy NFTs to actually start having a go at this game. It could be the case. I'm not entirely sure if you actually need to actually own one of these servers or know someone that has a server, alright, because I just don't know anyone, but who knows, guys. You know, I think it's an awesome game, and I just hope that eventually, you know, it is open to the public. It probably is still a bit of a way off, but look, honestly, if we can get a public playable version sometime in 2023, I reckon that's going to be a big 2 thumbs up for the community of Gala Games who are interested in Last Expedition. I have to say as well, guys, you know how interested I am with Grit, you know, Miranda's, it's definitely up there for me in that category. Now, if you owned a Vox, you actually got airdropped one of these Vox Get Plucked chickens. So what's the go with these guys? You know, I haven't been able to find a heck of a lot of information here, but what I can tell you at the moment, guys, is that the floor price on OpenSea is 0.025 Ethereum, which is roughly around $50 US, with a total volume of 26 Ethereum. So not bad considering they didn't come out that long ago. 90% are listed with 6,737 owners and 34% unique ownership. Now, it's cool to notice that you got a few different types of rarities here, folks. You got epic, ancient, rare, common, legendary, and uncommon. And if we look at the first row of the 5 highest last sales, guys, we got 3.3 Ethereum for the Clucks. Cluckosaurus sold for 2 Ethereum, 1.21 for Lucky Clucker, 1.01 WETH for Chicken Royale, and 1 ETH for Princess Leia. I like it. Now, in terms of what they actually do, all we really know at the moment is that it's a collectible chicken character from the Vox mini game Get Plucked. So I'm not sure if the game is available to play at the moment. I haven't been able to find it. Folks, let me know in the comments if you've been able to play this game where you kind of know when it's coming around. But hey, it's worth a dip and it's cool. You know, I'm a believer that the Voxverse is something really, really special. For those of you that didn't know, the actual creator of The Sims is actually behind the development of the Voxverse. I mean, just on the side, bit of a side hustle that Gala Games got going on with the Voxverse there. Pretty epic, right? Alongside like the 50 plus titles that they already got going on. Gotta love Gala Games, folks. They got a hell of a lot going on. So this is pretty cool. You know, it's a bit of a way to kind of give back to those Vox holders. You know, I'm personally a Vox holder as well, so I did receive a few of these, although I haven't even checked which ones I've received, so I don't even know. Maybe I've got some real rare ones that I'd be able to put on the market for a bit of money, but let's just see how this unfolds in the long term. Alright folks, so I wanted to have a bit of a chat to you guys about what I think about Materium, the MTRM ticker. It's ranked currently 1,630 with a market cap just shy of 2 million at 1.9 million. From its all-time low, it's up 318%, which was 9 months ago, but down 89.15 about 1 year ago. Now, of course, folks, these statistics, give or take, are not exactly accurate, but close enough to make a bit of an estimation. Now, what I really want to understand is what is actually the utility of Materium in Mirandus, okay? So if that's a bit too fancy for you, it's essentially, what's the point of the token? All right, what does it do? Why would anyone want to own it in the real world? Or, well, the real world, okay, talking about gaming here. Everything that happens in Mirandus that uses magic uses Materium, said Michael McCarthy, co-founder of Gala Games and master of Mirandus, about Materium. Anytime magic happens in the world, Materium will be used. So let's have a bit more of a look specifically at that, folks. So casting spells, okay? Casting spells will cost Materium. Coming back to life. In case of death, players can come back to life without penalty, which is pretty big. If they own enough Materium, you can upgrade your stats. A player will need Materium to upgrade his or her stats beyond what is normally possible for a given type of creature. Replacing a missing ingredient when crafting magical potions, infuse Materium into objects, lend items to other players. With Materium, you'll be able to lend player items after a given period. That's pretty cool. Now, how do we earn Materium aside from just buying it from an exchange? Well, Materium is spread throughout the world of Mirandus in many different shapes and forms. This strengthens the idea that all players will need some, and that all of them will be able to get it in their own ways. Now, assuming this is accurate, this also makes me extremely bullish on the future of Materium. It says here we got a circulating and max supply of 17,306,000, which if you think about Bitcoin, 21 million supply, I'm definitely not saying that, you know, Materium could hit like an all-time high of 70,000 US dollars, but what I am saying is sitting at about 11 cents, down sort of 100% from its all-time high. If you are bullish on Gala Games and then you go on to be bullish as well about Mirandus, then perhaps this is one of the biggest buying opportunities currently in the market when it does come to sort of the more niche Gala Games ecosystem. Now, full disclosure, guys, I haven't personally actually gone to purchase any MTRM myself, but I have had some airdrop to me from actually playing in the Mirandus playtests. Honestly, guys, I was kind of getting a little impatient with Mirandus. I know I tell this story all the time, but Mirandus was actually the game through a Brave browser, which got me into Gala Games, which actually made me pull the trigger on buying a node. One of the best decisions I actually ever made. Really, really grateful for the Gala Games team and ecosystem for that. And, you know, I think it's coming along, okay? The last Goblin Shooter playtest before the current one that we just had, I have to be honest, I was a little underwhelmed with it. I just felt that I kind of wanted to do more, and there just really wasn't enough on offer. And I just felt as though the combat mechanics for myself just felt a little bit frustrating and laggy. Totally get that the game's in development and, you know, that's just kind of my own stuff. But really with the last playtest, it was really good. You know, they had an expansive world, the combat was improved, the aesthetics looked really nice. They had wolves, you know, you could kind of see the avatars a lot more effectively. There were goblins, you know, you could slay the goblin mother. It was a whole thing, created a lot of community buzz. And I think overall, it was a really big step forward and really, really positive for Gala Games and Mirandus. So with that all being said, it makes me personally a lot more confident in potentially holding and stacking up a little bit more Materium. I'm certainly going to be jumping in the game at every opportunity to try and earn it with my exemplars. Nike NFTs to make their way into EA Sports games and its millions of fans. Dot Swoosh will soon be integrated with EA Sports games, potentially allowing Nike's virtual footwear and apparel to appear in games. However, Nike nor Electronic Arts has revealed which game titles will include Nike's virtual goods. FIFA. EA Sports games include FIFA, which was awarded the title of most popular game in 2022. Oh wow, I wonder which game it will be. Really, in a nutshell, folks, in my opinion, this is definitely a huge move forward for NFTs and crypto, okay? Nike isn't a joke. They've already adopted Artifact. They've already moved into the space very aggressively, created NFTs. They got a lot of stuff going on, moving into EA Sports now, okay? My bet is that we're going to be able to see NFT sneakers on FIFA players, all right? And you can own those sneakers, you can trade them on an open marketplace, maybe on ETH chain or something like that. Maybe some famous people will hold them, buy, sell, trade, own your own assets. I think it's going to be absolutely epic, and it's going to hopefully pull along the good projects, the good NFT projects in the space. Hopefully Gala continues to be one of those, all right? There are other ones as well, all right? But it's going to set a really good precedent and a really good vibe, particularly for the Web2 audiences, all right? Traditional gaming into Web3 NFT gaming. Hopefully we get a lot more blurred nature around that landscape. That bridging over time is going to take some time, all right? But this is certainly, as I said, a huge step in the right direction for mainstream adoption and mainstream transitioning from Web 2 to Web 3 gaming. Alrighty folks, that's all for today's Gala Games and News Updates video. We bring you a Gala Games video every single Tuesday, folks. So if you want to see more of it, make sure you subscribe, turn the notification bell on, like this video to support me. It's an easy thing to do, it's free, and it actually means it will put this video in front of more people, which gives me more incentive to continue to make this kind of content, which I'm absolutely passionate about. I love doing. I'm a passionate investor in Gala Games and just the crypto space in general, guys. I cut out the BS, I give you my raw, honest thoughts, no shills, no FUD, anything like that. I just tell it to you how it is. So if you like that, get around me, guys. Hope you have a great week in crypto, and we'll catch you next week. Cheers.